What's up? What's up, my friend? How you doing?
Yo.
Adam, did you hear about the Queen?
No, what happened?
About what?
Dude, go check out what happened to Queen Elizabeth. R.I.P.
Oh no.
What? That's crazy,
Oh,
bro.
man. Do you know what happened? Or is that not disclosed?
She's gonzo. 96.
Well, she was 96, so she was old lady. But sad anyway.
Oh, okay.
All right, welcome, guys. TK, are you talking to us or are you
I don't
talking
even
to
know.
someone else?
I don't even know who's running. You're the first person I know.
So, TK,
Yeah, right.
if you could mute your mic,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
No problem.
All right, welcome, guys. Hope everyone is safe.
Sorry about that. Hot mic.
We're in TK. What the fuck?
I was walking out of my house and someone approached me. Thought I was muted. My bad. Let's keep it
He
moving.
said, "Yep, I know."
All right. So, apart from TK walking out from his house, we're gonna do some other exciting stuff here today. Yeah. First off, how's everyone doing? We got a lot of speakers here. All our friends, and also the project for the night, Sharky.
Hey everybody.
Hey, welcome.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth. What? You're not joking, right?
Nah, she died.
Wow. Okay.
Ruled for
Rest in peace.
Ruled for 70 years.
Sad. Yes.
It was a long life, though, man. Long life. You can't be mad at that. I think that's all most of us want to get to is live that retirement up. I mean, she had a life of retirement, but yeah, get into the 90s. I think that's a solid way to go out.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Thanks for the information, but yeah, we're pretty excited to be on here. Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
for
coming
sure.
on.
Thanks for
Yes,
coming. I've been hearing about you.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, our friend who has been very active on your platform, Tony. Hopefully, he's going to join us. I know he has some questions for you guys, but he's going to join us very shortly. Hopefully, yes. So as I said, we usually have anywhere between 1 to 3 projects. We have 1 project with us today, Sharky. So super excited. Gives more time to dive deeper into what you guys do. And as for everyone who's not familiar with Sharky yet, it's an upcoming Solana NFT project. And as it says in the bio, the first escrow-less NFT lending protocol. And I know for a fact that my Blocksmith brothers have been killing each other over getting whitelist for this. So exciting to hear what all this is about. And as for last week, these guys pulled a total loan volume of 19,000 Solana, which is in today's USD value, $4 million. Crazy. I would, as always, also like to get some good discussions going. So anyone that has an input, just feel free to come up, raise your hand, or just unmute and talk. So we're going to talk about NFT loans, maybe dive into the market a little bit, what's happening. We're in some type of ABC derivative season. But I would like to start it with just introduction about you guys, who I'm speaking to. Then we can dive deeper, and then by the end we can get to more general discussions. So, Sharky, take it away. Who am I speaking to? Give us a short brief.
Hey, do you want an introduction of who you're speaking to and about Sharky, or you just want the intro about me?
Both, please. A little bit about Sharky as well.
Wait, okay. It's Nepa. I'm Nepa here speaking under the Sharky account, community team member. And what Sharky is an NFT lending protocol on Solana, one of the largest, if not the largest. We're coming up there hitting all-time highs across the board, but essentially you can lend SOL or borrow SOL on our platform. And when you borrow SOL on the protocol, you'll be using NFT as collateral. And while you're using NFT as collateral, it's escrow-less, meaning there's no middleman. We don't take custody of your NFT, so you should keep ownership of that NFT. And that's basically a bit about us. We currently take no fees, so if you want to start lending or borrowing with us, that is recommended doing that today. We do plan on implementing fees in the future. And we do have some gamifications with it. If you use the protocol, lend, borrow, then you will get Sharky points. 2,000 of the Sharky points you can get shark listed, guaranteed mint. 20,000 of the Sharky points you can get one free NFT. And eventually we do plan to have a token launch for our fishy tokens. And all of these points will be able to be converted to that. But that's a little bit about us. We can dive deep as the conversation goes on.
Exciting. Right. So where do we start this journey? Maybe tell us a little bit about the team. I read a little bit in the you have a section on your website about the team, but I read something about you guys have been working in totally over 16 startups. So you have some experience.
Yeah, the team is quite experienced, actually. I know our two co-founders, Rhea and Anton, have founded a few other companies themselves, successfully was able to either sell them or it of course was bought out by another company. I know one of the companies that Anton worked for is actually one of the largest users on Slack as well, but you can definitely check out more information on the team in our link tree and we'll have a link there. But yeah, experienced team, especially with the co-founders, and I think it just trickled down from them. Myself in particular, I've been in the space for uh, over a year, almost 2 years now, but working full time for about a year. And that's a little bit about us. I can't really speak in particular to much of the companies that were founded within the team, just me in particular. And I know our co-founders also worked on a few other companies. So it definitely is attending to some of Sharky's success, being co-founder, working in startups already for sure. With Sharky Protocol, we to make it win-win for borrowers, lenders, people listed on the protocol. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up, by the way, because I do think it's important about your background and what you're able to do, your skill set. And a lot of NFT collections nowadays, actually, I don't think they realize they're a startup company. Like if you own a large NFT collection or any protocol or something, you are essentially a startup company. And so if you have skills with that, if you've already worked in startups, founded startups, you definitely can do that in Web3, I think. But yeah, thanks for asking about the team. Feel free to check out the link in our bio, y'all, for more information on that.
Check it out, TK.
So you say that the founders have sold the majority of their companies, if not all. Is that the plan with this one?
Not sure. We have not discussed it, so as far as I know, no. We're just continuing to build it. But it's not been in any active discussions, if any discussions at all. I mean, the closest we come to that is we do take venture capitalist funding. So we have raised about 1.2 million so far. We haven't had a seed round in about a couple months here though. But yeah, no, it's not currently in the plan. It hasn't been talked about, but that's a good question.
Is all of that VC funding information in like your white paper or your roadmap or anything like that?
As far as I know, I don't believe it's in the bite paper yet, but we do have a landing page coming out with NFT details that should include roadmap. It most likely will include what we plan to do with funds and all of that.
Yes, all right. What up, Swirly? Welcome.
What's up? What's up? How are you doing?
Very good. Talking to Sharky. I'm gonna dive into this project here. I'm curious, how did you guys come up with this idea? Did you see some like a big thing missing in the market, and that's how you came up with Sharky?
Yeah, for sure. I know I wasn't a part of the inception. I did just join the team about a few months ago, so I do want to disclose that. And Sharky was invented in December of 2021, I believe. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the team just saw a liquidity issue in Solana in particular. It may not even be an issue, but the fact that you're now able to own NFTs and keep ownership and have liquidity is something they probably look to solve. And yeah, I think that answers the question. But I know personally, I did see some problems with liquidity, or I thought Solana had issues with liquidity. I do think some of us are just more smart and more conservative about where we're putting our capital. But yeah, essentially, one of the things we are striving to do is fixing the liquidity in Solana. I do believe we plan on going on Ethereum eventually. That's not been actively talked about. We are focused Solana, still in beta on mainnet on Solana. We have only got about 135 collections listed, more or less. So Yeah, that's a little bit about the beginning of Sharky. I do know we go on, we do IRL NFT events. So a few of you guys may have heard about Sharky within Solana hacker houses. We did go to NFT NYC. I personally plan to go to Breakpoint for Lisbon, Portugal. So you might see some of us there. And yeah, I hope that answered your question, by the way, guys. If I don't answer your question, let me know.
It does. No more Mr. Mint because we're out of liquidity. I love it. TK, what's up?
So you said you guys hold 135 projects. What's the selection process of those projects to qualify to be on there?
We do look for like established communities. There's not really too much of a definitive selection. We have a form on the bottom of our site, sharky.fi. Anyone is free to fill out this form if they want to be listed. But essentially, yeah, I do think we plan on to list most collections, of course, if they've not rugged in the end. But when I personally look to list, I like speaking to the founders. I like speaking to the team so we know they're active, we know their intentions. I like an active community and active volume, of course. You know, on Magic Eden, if the last NFT was sold about a week ago, it's kind of hard for us to believe people may want to take a loan out on that. Although people may not be selling because they want to take out a loan instead of sell. So the process to be listed, you can go to sharky.fi, go all the way down, fill out the form. What me and Anton usually vet the project of everything I just basically explain, activity. I like speaking to the founders and teams just so we know we're not listing a rugged project. Because if we list a rugged project, people can definitely use our protocol to, let someone else become their exit liquidity. So, yeah.
So kind of going on that, is there a floor price minimum or anything that it has to be on there?
Not really. You know, granted, if your floor price is 0.2, people probably aren't going to take loans out for 0.1, 0.05. So, no, and I think we just recently, we did list centuries as soon as they minted. We listed them like a day after. And I know the team was worried about people taking loans out because of the floor price, but not like usually the smaller collections, 1, 2, 3 floor price collections are typically the most active. The most active and trending collection on the protocol right now, I could say, is ABC. They've been killing it all week, actually. I usually make a Twitter post of like, what is the top trending collection of the day, because we know how many loans were taken out on each collection. And ABC has been killing it all 7 days, I must. They've had the most amount of loan taken every single day. They have the amount of loans in general. So that's some alpha. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that, but we've seen that on the protocol since about 1 to 2 SOL floor price. So it's pretty interesting seeing the analytics, because if I see a lot of loans taken on a collection, for example, that's indicating to me something is happening where the community is getting ready. The community is getting more bullish than ever. And that's what we saw with ABC. It's what we're seeing with DGen Fat Cats. It's what we see with DGods. That's the largest collection on the protocol as far as liquidity. But I'm talking on and on now. But yeah, just getting excited about things.
There's even FOMO, ABC FOMO on the lending protocols. I love it.
Yeah.
What up, Steve?
I've got a question. I'm not sure if you might have just gone over it as I was moving to the speaker. I heard you have numbers on the amount of loans being taken out, ABC being top tier right now. What about loans being paid back?
Well, actually, like I'm looking at our order book. That's where I got that from, and we don't have any like tab where I can see loans being paid back. Let me see. I mean, I can see loans taken every day, loans being paid back. That's a good question, though. I don't think I exactly have the loans being paid back, but as I'm pulling up something else to see the statistics, I see our default rate drop below %, so that's awesome. I usually been saying it dropped below 5. Yeah, it's at 3.7 right now. That's crazy. And it's crazy because some people use our protocol and they want defaults. You know, like if I'm a lender to DGods and that person defaults, I get the DGod. So I don't mind that. So yeah, wow. But no, I don't have any analytics for you of the loans being paid back. Apologies for that.
How do you guys take possession on a default?
What do you mean? What was the question?
Because you said it's non-escrow, so how do you take possession of the NFT on a default?
We don't take the possession, the lender does. So it's non-escrow that is powered by Cardinal Labs.
Okay.
They're definitely a team we can recommend working with. Super nice people, super communicative. But yeah, our escrowless feature is powered by Cardinal Labs. You take out an active loan, your NFT is safely frozen, you default on that. Then the lender can then go to Sharky.fi, foreclose that loan, and they're basically signing it to get the NFT. And when you borrow, like when you click borrow and you click like accept and you're paying the SOL or whatever, I'm pretty sure you're signing it and you're doing a signature for that to happen if any defaults.
Gotcha.
So it's all
Like
automatic
a
in that
pre-sign.
way.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So take us through the process. Let's say I have a DGOD and I want to get some liquidity to buy into all these ABC derivatives. What do I do?
Okay. You have a DGOD, you want to get liquidity on Sharky, you would go to Sharky.ai, connect it to the wallet that you hold the DGOD in, go to the borrow tab, and then click borrow, of course, and then you would accept the highest bidder that there is on the website. That's basically how it goes. You know, if you want to come pay back, you would go the same way, pay your loan back, and things of that nature. Now, it is important for me to say, though, I think with DGODs, when you stake, it's custodial. So some collections, if you're staking and they have custodial, meaning they're taking your NFT out of wallet, that won't work with our protocol. But if you want to stake and that staking is non-custodial, you'll still be able to stake, earn whatever reward to, and take out a loan on it. But that's a little bit about the process. Super simple. Would recommend you guys go to Sharky.fi to check out the website, even if you don't want to lend or borrow, because I do think our UI is pretty clean and simple. So yeah.
Right. So you have it staked as well. So I have more questions. The future. You have your hand up.
I was just going to ask, do you think that there's that, I mean, I don't know if you guys would consider it or not, but if there's like a different way to describe it, because I think a lot of people see escrowless loaning, assuming that their NFT isn't going anywhere if they were going to borrow money against it, right? So I don't know if there's like another way to put it, as, because in a sense when I hear escrowless, I would say, okay, so I get to hold on to my NFT and take a loan out. I don't know, and most people would kind of assume that's kind of crazy because they don't have anything. But in a sense, the first thing that I assume is actually going to happen is just that I find out a different way and have to like kind of steer around everything to find out, you know, that it goes in. So I don't know if there's like a different way to describe it or name it. I don't know. I figured I'd just bring that up.
Yeah, I think I understand. I think I understood that, but I mean that is the case. You do take out a loan on our protocol. You do still get to keep your NFT in your wallet. I think that's what you said, but it
Yeah,
being
the lender
escrowless. The
doesn't have
borrower. I mean, the
possession.
borrower. Well, the way it works is the lender isn't the one with the NFT. The lender is the one lending out Solana. You, as a borrower, is using your NFT as collateral. You use your NFT as collateral, it's escrowless. But I now see what you're meaning, because when you lend Solana, it does go outside of your wallet. We're talking about the borrow feature. So that's a good note. I'll touch up on that with the team because I now understand what you're talking about. But yeah, when I say escrowless, I'm basically meaning you keep your NFT in your wallet. You keep NFT ownership. Solana, if you offer on it, the Solana gets taken out of your wallet, but you're able to rescind that offer anytime. Like it's able to be rescind immediately. If you want to offer 5 Sol in our protocol, you can do that. Will get taken out if you it, but you want that 5 Solana back. If the borrower hasn't taken it yet, you can get that 5 Solana back immediately. But I will definitely find another way to explain that because I'm now understanding how escrowless could be confusing on the lender side.
Perfect. Peter and then TK.
Thanks. I think it's gonna be a big part of the topic right now. These details, right? I just wanna understand because for sure you have this well thought, right? I think the question is what keeps the person borrowing, right, from moving the NFT to another wallet? Is that scripted? Like if they try to do it, even that is escrowless, if they try to move it, does is it frozen in some way, or can they just move the Solana, move the NFT to another place, and that's it? I wouldn't think that's the case, but I think that's the explanation that we're trying to get. What's the assurance that by being escrow-less, nobody's gonna run with both the Solana and the NFT, right? What keeps them from doing that?
Okay, I think I understand this question. Yeah, I know it being escrowless and you keeping ownership, it does freeze in your wallet. There is a freezing mechanism. It is powered by Cardinal Labs, like I said before. So you won't be able to send that NFT to another wallet during an active loan. You won't be able to list it. You can't take another loan out on the same NFT. It's got to be one NFT. And yeah, it stays frozen, so you basically can't do anything with it. However, you can still like receive airdrop, hold the NFT. You can still stake this NFT, so you still have ownership. And I really hope this answers your question because I didn't really understand it. But it freezes in your wallet when you have an active loan, so you can't do anything with it. No one has been able to hack the protocol. I do know Cardinal Labs is 100% audited, so the security feature is good on that. We are looking towards our own auditing services. So yeah, did that answer your question or was it something else?
Yes, that's precisely it. I mean, we could go into details, but basically, it's frozen in the wallet. It won't be able to be moved, right? So yeah, that answers. Thank you.
Yeah, precisely. It's frozen in the wallet during active loans. As soon as you pay that loan back, you can do whatever you want with the NFT.
I guess it could be the same process as non-custodial staking, right?
Yeah, it's basically the same process as non-custodial staking. Like it's basically non-custodial. You're just taking a loan out, but yeah. That's why we're able to work with that's why you're able to have an active loan with us and stake if that staking provider is non-custodial, because we're essentially doing the same thing. Yeah.
Thank you.
You answered my question, but it led me into, so has there been thought of a way, since the markets fluctuate so much, that maybe the person taking the loan, if they were listing it on Magic Eden, is there any way possible to say I bought a Blocksmith at 50 and they shot up to 100, to list that on there, knowing that you would get your money back, or is it just, it's completely frozen? Correct. It can't be listed higher to cover it.
No, yeah, it won't be able to be listed. If you're taking out a loan on your NFT using that as collateral, you won't be able to use it at all. You can't list it. If you want to list your NFT to sell it to get that profit, you're gonna have to repay back the loan and then sell it for sure.
Sick. Have you guys done a lot of, because what, you had 119,000, it's a lot of volume last week. Have you guys done a lot of marketing, and like how do you build this type of volume?
Yeah, we have been doing marketing. I don't think we've been doing our best with marketing, to be honest with you. I do think it's partially due to, okay, so our protocol does see increased volume during hype mints. People do tend to go to lending protocols if they want to mint something and they know they can basically ensure profit. For example, Utes, not to bring that up, but yes, our protocol did see increased volume because of Utes. People came to borrow Sol, probably transferred that Sol to Dust. There's a trade. They came here to borrow Sol, did that to buy more tubes. There's a trade. Or you can lend. Great time to be a lender considering the increased volume. And that's something. There's multiple strategies people can do. But in regards to the increased volume, we're seeing one, like I said, we have 138 collections listed to be exact. And we're listing every week. I do think as we list more collections every week, we obviously have an expanded user base. So that's one. Two, we have been doing Twitter Spaces weekly. I do think the name and the brand is getting out there through Twitter Spaces, hosting them. I host them on Tuesdays, attending them. Thank you so much for, allowing this opportunity, of course. And yeah, so I do think connections is amazing in the space. And three, we do have whitelist collaborations going on. And in this whitelist collaborations, of course, more people are getting excited about the mint. We're seeing more volume, more excitement, more than I've ever seen, to be honest. And that is resulting to more users because people don't know that Sharky's a protocol yet. I know people get hyped about whitelist. Sometimes they see whitelist and they want it, and then they do the research later, for example. So people are getting hyped, they're wanting their whitelist, then they're probably doing their research and they're probably trying out the protocol. And for my personal reasons of why I think we're seeing increased volumes, we have a hype mint going on, we're growing the collections, growing the protocol, and got us expanding community with the whitelist collaborators. So those are a few.
Nice. Peter.
Thanks. One of the things that differentiates lending protocols in crypto is how they handle the volatility and impermanent loss for the lender. Do you have something on hand to deal with it? What I mean is, like, if I'm lending on a given value, right, and the NFT value drops near or below the amount that I loaned, right? Does that execute an instant sale or something, or is it up to the lender to take that risk? Usually, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, great question. I completely understand it. As of now, the lender is taking the risk. It's up to the lender to know or know what risk they're up for and what they want to lend. Me personally, and we are official lenders on the platform. That is how we're making like our revenue, by the way, some of it. But me, I personally like to lend. I don't like to give out more than 60% of the value of the floor price. And we do have, these are short-term loans, by the way. So there's only 7 days or 14 days. That's one way we're protecting the lender from risk and borrower is by having short-term loans. The 7-day collections tend to be more riskier or more volatile or maybe newer in the market. 14 days, of course, obviously the opposite. But yeah, as a lender, I look, okay, 7 days or 14 days. If I think the floor price can drop 50% within that amount of time, I'm obviously not going to offer 50%. But yeah, to keep it simple and straightforward, it's up to the lender to take the risk that they want to take. Yeah, and you offer any Solana amount, so that's also to your responsibility.
Awesome, thanks.
No problem. And then to your question of during an active loan and when you lend and the floor price drops under a certain amount, no, there's no automatic liquidations. There's none of that. The borrower is either will default or they'll pay back within the time frame, but we don't automatically liquidate anything on the protocol as of now.
TK.
So, how long has the lending process been going on with your company? Was it, yeah, that'd be the first question.
What do you mean? Like how long have we been lending, or how long has the protocol been live?
How long have you guys been lending total?
Well, us as a Sharky as an entity, we've been lending since the protocol been live. You know what I'm saying? Like the protocol launched, and to grow the user base, we of course applied that liquidity, and we continue to do that. For example, if we list a collection, we're the first people to provide that liquidity if it's not the team of that collection. So we've been doing it for as long as we've been an active protocol, and we did launch on mainnet in April, by the way. So since April.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just trying to see. So, 8 months ish. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
What's the end game?
That's a good question. I wish Anton was on here. He's one of the founders, because it might be better if he'd answer that. Because, I mean, as far as I know, just continuing to do what we're doing. I know we have an NFT collection launching this month. Not many details public on that. We're looking forward to a landing page, art review, and all of that. You can get whitelisted by lending or borrowing on the protocol or just coming into our Discord. But the aim, I guess it would to be like one of the best players in the game, which I think we're already doing. You know, we do focus on user experience and user interface a lot. I do think we've got one of the cleanest. May plan to go on Ethereum as well, if you know, but yeah, I honestly don't know how to answer that question. Just continuing to do what we do. I'm not even going to try to pull anything out my ass on that one.
I love it. I know you can't say much about the PFP collection. Can you tell me that it's right facing at least?
It is. It is. It's
All
right
right,
facing for
cool,
sure.
cool.
Yo, if it was left facing, what would you be bearish on us?
Oh yeah, 100%
I'd,
bearish. I mean,
I'd be triggered too.
Damn, I'm so glad Raya decided to do right facing.
Yeah, there is certain thing we especially value. So on top it's the left facing, right facing, then it's the utility, and then it's like the actual work, how it looks and stuff, and then the team also. But the right facing is the main priority when we buy NFTs.
Word. I used to think the right facing NFTs were rare, but I quickly, I'm now saying I'm wrong. Shoot, I'm glad I didn't decide to make my own collection.
All right, so but you guys also have tell us more about this NFT collection because you're also having like how does this tie into everything?
Yes, for sure. So already working protocol. I believe the plan was first to launch an NFT. I'm not really sure why they pivoted, but now, yes, we have an NFT coming. Let me pull up what I can tell you guys. Because there's not much out, but basically, when you hold this NFT, you'll be able to earn fishy tokens. You hold this NFT, you'll be able to see all the Sharky analytics. You hold it, earn fishy, you'll be able to upgrade it to a higher rarity. We might implement voting for the next collections to be listed on Sharky. We're planning on implementing other gamified actions. We're currently talking about some B2B aspects to it as well. We're talking possible revenue share. But this is all things that aren't definitive, like that there's not much public, and I'm not trying to get fired here. I do like my job. Um, but yeah, we want to make sure we have the utility down right for this NFT. Because if we don't have it down right, I'm not sure there's a point of having one. But that's essentially it. I do know, like I was speaking to earlier, we have shark listed and white listed. You can only get shark listed if you borrow in our protocol. This would get you a guaranteed mint. And yeah, I wish I had more information I want to give you. To get whitelisted, just join our Discord. There's plenty of ways. We're doing whitelist DAO collabs for projects and stuff like that. Be engaged, active. I can be generous, but and whitelist spots will be over allocated. That will be disclosed for sure. We want to be transparent on that. But that's a little bit about what I can say. We plan to second half of this month, so I think later this month towards the end. I know people really looking for the date so they can have liquidity, but y'all, like, if you don't have liquidity for NFT, just use the protocol. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a little bit about it.
do you know about how much they're planning on the mint ish? Like $100, $50 one soul, if you heard anything ish?
I think price range of what I can say, I'll say a
Of
price
course.
range,
Right.
would be like 2 to 3 Solana. So we're
Okay.
looking price range between 2 to 3 Solana right now. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sounds fair. And did we talk anything about supply?
Yeah, for sure. I also we're looking comparing and contrasting to all of the other collections as well. What's been sold out, what has their utility looked like versus ours. I'm personally confident for sure. Like I said, the protocol is obviously working. We've got over 3.8 million in total loan volume. That's dollars in current Solana value. So hopefully we can get this value over to the NFTs, and all of the holders of the NFT will find it very valuable. And yeah.
Nice. You're also going to have a token, right? The fishy token. You want to tell us about this?
Yeah, we'll be having a fishy token. No tokenomics out on that. We may have, I'm not sure if I can say that, but we do have the fishy token. No tokenomics out yet, but I do think this is going to be an unlimited supply. We'll find ways to burn and mechanisms to burn, and we may have another token as well. But as of now, fishy token, no tokenomics, nothing on that yet. No, we don't even have like a date of when that sale launch is gonna happen. So, but all I do know that's definitive that I can tell you is that you start using our protocol, stacking up those Sharky points, all of those will be able to be fishy in the long term. So if you're wondering about fishy, want to start getting some now, get some Sharky points so it can convert in the later half.
Nice. All right. you guys have been building a lot like prior to Mint, and I am personally a big fan of seeing the products and the products actually live prior to Mint. And you guys invested a lot personally into development and marketing, like in general, the project.
Yes, I know our growth and marketer Biba. He's in charge of all of that. Um, I'm not sure what you mean by investing, but we do. I know. What are you doing, you? I do know I mentioned another token, and that is something that. How do I word this? So ask question again for me, please, Adam, if you don't mind.
Have you spent a lot of money prior to to Mint? A lot of people
Oh,
raise
okay.
money and then start building with the fundraise because people believe in them. I'm curious because you kind of took the other way around and started building immediately and then drop your collection.
Yeah, I get it now. I thought you were asking like about investments and things of that. I'm not sure of the spending and expenditures, but I believe that we started, like I said, we start off with venture capitalists, and I believe Rhea and Anton was able to do the first two or three seed rounds. Um, as far as spending, I mean, I know it costs a bit to list every single collection on the protocol. So yes, of course, we have been spending, and we do spend to develop. Yeah, because we want to keep developing. Have been developing for a while, like you mentioned. It'll be a year upcoming in December. Hell, but our engineering team is great. Development team is great. Um, we'll be looking to hopefully get more information out on what the funds will be used for Mint, for example. As far as VC funds and all of that, I don't know how much we have of it. Like, I'm just a community team member. I don't know how much we've spent. I don't know when the next round is. So I'm just being completely honest here. But yeah, I would say we spent a good amount of money. I'd say we'll continue to do it as we keep flipping and listing collections on the platform, making the artwork and things of that nature. But yeah.
Nice, right? Yeah, just curious. Welcome, Tony. You had a volume of 190,000 Solana last week, and actually, I know for a fact that Tony stood for 50% of those Solana. So, welcome, Tony. How are you doing?
Hey.
Tony, are you with us? I'm joking.
How are you?
Yes, no worries. No worries, Tony. He said that he has mic problems.
I have a good question.
Yeah, feel free.
I have a quick one. Does it work right now with ledgers? Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, it should work with ledgers. If it doesn't, or if something happens, do open a ticket in our Discord. I've seen a couple of that, but it should work with Ledger. We do have an integration with Notify to provide you notifications through emails, SMS, and Telegram. So that's a good feature. However, I don't believe that works with Ledger. So to take out an actual loan or lend, yes, should work with Ledger, but the notification integration aspect that we have, it currently does not. So.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you guys, I guess, because it's always like a risky buying prior to Mint, right? But I guess you guys make some good revenue from the platform as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's how we're able to still be a thing, right? As of now, if we're not, because we haven't had any rounds in like a few months, but as of now, we're making money from lending. I do think it's a good amount of money. I personally do it. Like, I'm not sure if the company wallet, that's not what I manage, but me personally, I've made a good amount of money and continue to do. I like buying art. I love buying one-of-one art editions, love supporting artists. So I have extra liquidity. I lend it on Sharky, I get more Solana, I buy some more art. That's what I've been doing. As of now, since we currently take no fees, so all of the interest being paid from the borrowers go directly to the lenders. And I just found it interesting that, over 4,400 has been paid out to lenders. But if we implemented fees, that would all be for us. But yeah, that's just a fun statistics. But yeah, I'd say you can make a good amount of money, especially the higher the offers. Like I don't have much money like that, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Like my offers I make is from 1 to 3 souls, so I'm just doing it periodically throughout the days. But if I go and make a large loan, I'll be getting a few Sharky points for one, but then that's more more return, of course. Higher the loan, higher return. And our APY rates, while I'm at it, they range from 120% to 360% on the protocol. This may, and it probably will decrease in the future, but as of now, rates have been on fire. So that's why I like lending, and that's why we lend on the protocol too.
Awesome. TK.
So, what does it take to become a lender?
Well, anybody can lend, actually. Anybody can lend on our protocol. Go to Sharky.fi, connect your wallet. You'll get your 10 first free Sharky points. And you can go to the lend tab, go to any collection you want. I would recommend lending to collections you actually like. So if you do receive a default, which, default rate under 4%, so it's not that likely, but if you do, you get an NFT that you like. Not financial advice, but that's just like what I do. But anybody can lend. We do have official lenders, however. If you go on our website and you see a badge by a collection name, that means they're official lenders. And if you want to become that, because if you own a collection, you're a part of the DAO or something, just let us know. You'll send us the wallet so we can verify it as an official lender and like that. But we are increasing the amount of offenders on our protocol. As of now, I know SMBs are one, Jungle Cats, Just Ape are officially lending. So Dead, we just announced that about today. Hello? Did I get cut off?
Yeah.
When?
You got to cut out there at the end.
Oh, okay. My bad, guys. Honeyland, but yeah, we have a few official lenders, and what this is it can send a strong signal to your community, because basically you have confidence in what you and your team is building, because you're supplying the liquidity. Like I wouldn't be supplying the liquidity for a collection I have no confidence on, because if the floor price goes down, you may receive a lot of defaults, for example. So to become one of those, just hit us up. You got a collection, you got an NFT project, you want it listed, hit us up. You want to be an official lender, let us know. But to actually lend on the protocol, anybody and everybody is free to do it.
So it's not if say I wanted to give 1,000 SOL, for example, I wouldn't give that to SharkFi. I would go into projects and say if I wanted to put 200 in OK Bears, 200 in Blocksmith, is it like that, or is it I give you the 1,000 SOL and then I get from that?
Yeah, no, it's a part of like the escrow-less thing, we like to say. We're no middleman. We don't want to hold anything here. So the 1,000 SOL you have that you want to lend, you would do that yourself, and you would go to the collections and just supply it where you see fit. You can offer any amount above 0.01. You can resend your offers on immediately if they're not taken. But yeah, essentially you would be doing that, TK.
So what is your guys' cut if say I put 1,000 SOL into OK Bears or just into project?
I mean, as of now, considering we don't take any fees, we don't really get a cut. If you want to do that and supply liquidity for OK Bear, that's cool. It's cool for our borrowers on the protocol because now they can take your loan. But other than that, you get a financial cut, but we do still benefit from growing our user base, and we do still appreciate everyone that's lending and borrowing on the protocol. You know what I mean? It is still nice to grow the user base and have that brand recognition. No cut right now. Like I said, in the future, we do plan on implementing fees. So if you want to lend or borrow or check it out, I just recommend doing it before that. Because then, once we do implement fees, we'll be getting a cut.
So now you guys are just running off the VC funding and all your pre-funding before?
All the pre-funding that we've done. And then we're also lenders on the protocol. So that's the two main ways. And the main way right now is lending, because we haven't funded in about like a few months. So the main way we're getting our own revenue is from lending. So it just shows that the protocol works,
Right. All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
We talked a little bit. I'm getting curious here. I wanna try this. We talked a little bit about these points, right? How do I earn these points, and how much was needed for the different rewards we could get?
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you connect your wallet to Sharky.fi, you'll see a little like yellow tab. You can go there. It'll say the Sharky rewards points. But you connect your wallet for the first time, get 10 points. For every Solana, I think you offer, that's 10. You revoke that offer, those points will be taken away. if your offer is accepted, that's 100 points for every Solana that you offered. And the same thing for borrowing. But you can see that all on the website, or if you want to go to our Discord and go to the Sharky Points channel, that's it. But yeah, it's like 10 and 100 increments, it looks like, for every Solana. But it's super easy to earn points, in my opinion, as long as you are, lending out something that's being taken, or you take something. But yeah, shouldn't be too hard getting points. We also like giving away Sharky Points as well. So if you want to come into the Discord, we do Twitter raids. For every view 10, we'll give you 50 Sharky Points. I've been doing random giveaways for like 500 Sharky Points, for example, stuff like that. But yeah, that's a little bit about it.
I see it here. Connect your wallet, 10 points. Borrow, take loan, 100 points. And then 2,000 points is our whitelist. And 20,000 points is premium. Man.
Yeah.
Right, interesting.
Yeah, 20,000 points, you'll get your free mint.
That's nice. All right, my friends. Any more questions? I'm curious more like in general, what's the biggest challenge you guys are working on? And for a founder in general, just launching a collection.
Well, since I'm not a founder, I don't think I can answer that question. But I would say one of the biggest challenges right now, I'm gonna bring up Utes again. But when a collection like that is taking a lot of spotlight, I'm seeing us and a few other teams are having to like plan around that. It's super like you have to be really careful with time frames of things, just because you guys know, like, in this ecosystem, hype comes and hype goes. So Utes having all the hype, for example, while we can still get hype and coexist with Utes, it's just time frames we're getting together. So it's kind of why, like, I have no definitive answers for the NFT example, because we just want to make sure we got it right, have all the information down, of course, and get the time frames right. And then I think you had a part to that question, but just like challenges in general, yeah, time frame, artwork, getting the art together. Fun fact, Rhea, one of our founders, has done the art. So our design team and Rhea, the ones doing the artwork, which I find amazing. I thought we were gonna contract someone. I thought we were gonna hire an artist. No, the team decided to do it by themselves, which is, mind-boggling to me just as a community team member. But yeah, that's a little bit about it. I mean, since I'm not a founder, I can't really go too deep into that question, but thanks for it, Adam.
Real quick question: are you guys accepting the Utes tubes already on there as collateral?
You know it. Tubes are definitely listed on the protocol, and let me give some alpha on that just in case y'all want to know. Oh shit! Well, almost 10,000 in liquidity on the tubes, yo. So yeah, I don't know how much that is. It's really interesting because you go to Magic Eden, volume, okay, 281,000. So out of that 281,000 on Magic Eden, we've got about over 6,000 in liquidity. So yeah, tubes are definitely listed.
Nice. Tubes. Peter.
Do you have a way, how are you handling, or will you have a way of handling reported or stolen NFTs? For a thief, it's super easy. Usually go to these lending places, right, and accept whatever. They just want to get rid as fast as they can of the NFT. So will you, or do you have a way of vetting out these ones?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
I got you, Peter. Say if I clicked a link and my wallet was drained and someone took one of my NFTs to you instantly and listed it up there, just got 30% because they didn't care because it was free. Is there any kind of safety protocols, or is there anything to help prevent against stolen NFTs getting listed on your site? I think that was your question, right, Peter?
Yeah, precisely.
Stolen NFTs getting listed on the site. I'm still not sure how to answer this, because in that situation, if the NFT was stolen and they want to instantly sell, they'd go to Magic Eden, not our protocol. Our protocol is to borrow against the NFT. And during the case where they have an active loan out and their wallet gets drained, I'm not sure they'd be able to take the NFT. I'm not too sure, so don't quote me on that, but I'm not sure they'd be able to take that NFT considering the freezing mechanism. But yeah, no, I'm not sure how to answer this question, guys.
Yeah, I would be super curious because say if if my blocksmith got
Yeah,
stolen and instead of
yeah,
flooring it for 50, you gave me say 75. If I'm in a hurry, to get rid of it because it was stolen, you may not have run across that. Like you're probably right, they would floor it on Magic Eden, but what if someone did drain someone's wallet and put it on Sharkify, knowing that they didn't care, like they were just getting the stolen dipping?
yeah. It's not that they stole the one that it's being borrowed against. It's that they steal one and then ask for Solana in your platform, right? So they go and put it there. They are not gonna pay back the loan. They don't care about it because it wasn't theirs. They just want, like me stealing something here and going to to a place just to borrow money for that thing. I'm never gonna go back for it, right? And because it's stolen, the lender, once he gets it because it's defaulted, he goes and realizes in Magic Eden it's been reported. So that NFT doesn't hold value anymore because it's not gonna be accepted in the collection.
Okay, so you're more so talking about rugs. Are you talking about like a specific stolen NFT, or if an NFT was rugged?
A
Yeah,
specific
no,
stolen NFT from, say, if I clicked the link and someone stole my Blocksmith and they listed it on your site, but I got in touch with Blocksmith and said, hey, that was stolen from me, and they put 98% royalties or blacklisted it, or there's multiple things collections have done. I know the chances on your platform are really rare. That's why you may not have seen this question, because you're right, they would probably just go to Magic Eden and just dump it, opposed to going to get a quote unquote loan for it and then not worrying about it. But if somebody did, I guess that was kind of the question there. If someone took my stolen NFT and put it on your platform.
yeah, because like you say, TK, if it already has the 98%, right? I'm stuck with one I stole, and it has the 98%. But now I cannot go and sell it because I'm not gonna get any of that money back. But now I see this protocol that lends money, right? So I can just throw it out there, accept the 30% of the value, and run with it. The other person gets this NFT that has been flagged and doesn't hold value anymore, right?
I guess the question would be: is there like a royalty check, or is there a legitimacy check?
But I guess Sharky could just cancel the loan. Like there's no.
That's a good question. I've honestly not had it be brought up before, and I wouldn't know what our protocol would like do in that case. Because yeah, it'd be super rare. Like we're not a marketplace. If someone that wanted to steal an NFT, they use Magic Eden. But I also understand what you mean. Let's say they raise royalties to 99%. They go in our protocol. They see a loan they can take out for any amount, even if it's 50% below floor price. This is a stolen NFT, so they don't care either way. And I get it. I get the question now, 100%. And I appreciate the question. It's just never been brought up. So I'm gonna have to go back to the team internally and actually ask them that, to be honest with you guys, because it's a damn good question.
I guess
mean,
eventually it's gonna, like, if you run this for a year or two, like eventually it's gonna happen. So
yeah, for sure. That's why I say it's a good question and appreciate it. But as of now, like, of course, we haven't seen it happen. We don't have any protocol that I personally know of. Um, But yeah, that's a good question because essentially I want to say like when we implement fees, could we do it like case by case or collection by collection? And we can run the fees up to 99%, for example, like Magic Eden does with royalties. But yeah, that's a conversation to have internally for sure. Appreciate the question, Peter, because as of now hasn't happened. I don't know if any protocol. So that's my answer for you, to be honest.
Okay, thank you. That's fine, and I thank you for taking it into account. I hope it helps, right? So you bolster the protocol.
Yeah, it definitely will help. And I appreciate the space, guys. I think I might have a meeting right now, but I do have a question for the pod because I really just want to know like the pod created, how often do you guys do this? But I'm really enjoying like just the question you guys are giving and everything. So I'm wanting to know a little bit more about the pod.
Oh, I love this. This is my favorite part. When a project that comes on, start asking us questions. I love it. The pod is actually really old. It's 9 months, maybe 10 months at this point old. It's an old, I wouldn't want to say community, but it wasn't that much more educational platform. And then we started doing Twitter Spaces because we got in contact with all these projects and founders and really, really enjoyed just listening to projects and learning everything there is to a founder and products. So we decided to remake our entire thing into a full-on Web3 media brand. So that has been running for 2 months now, and we do these 5 days a week, so Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. EST, same time as now. And as I said, usually we have anywhere between 1 to 3 projects at a time. Just talking to founders, getting to know the actions, and also in general, our I would say like mission is to first off, give a platform for all the founders because there is so many good projects out there building cool stuff to give them a platform to speak about what they do, and also to give listeners a place to listen because, to increase the transparency in the overall space. That's our goal.
Heck yeah, yeah, I really love that goal. It's like you said, there's a lot of projects in the ecosystem. So for the people providing the platforms, I'm very appreciative of. I like speaking and listening. So, and I know Twitter Spaces is a great tool for it. I don't know if you guys heard of Demigods, but I'm excited about their Super Spaces tool they got going on because it'd be really nice to know how many hours I'm spending in these, how many listeners you get. But yeah, really appreciate the pod. It's a great platform so far, by the way, y'all. If I get anybody asking for any Twitter Spaces, we'll definitely recommend them the pod because, like you said, a lot of teams and a lot of projects do look for platforms to get their name and brand out there. And I'm very appreciative to be on here. It's been super chill. You guys have some nice questions, some questions we haven't even thought of. I haven't personally, so really appreciate you guys, and thank you for recording it too. We'll share this in our weekly updates.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. You guys definitely fit the category, as I said, building something great. An event like our long-term thing is we want to help also the onboarding of Web2. So we want to be on, we have, as now working on getting on Spotify, doing like regular podcasts and stuff. So that's also something we want to move towards YouTube and stuff to help bring more eyes into the wonderful ecosystem of NFTs, which we love so much.
For sure. Yeah, just stay tuned with us. I mean, I know eventually we're wanting to implement a buy now, pay later feature of that nature. We've got NFT mortgages we're speaking on. So I know that was some things that you guys asked and I may have missed. Got Abby. Thank you, Abby. I'm sitting here checking the Discord. He's like, say this. Appreciate it. But yeah, guys, stay tuned to what we're doing because there's a lot of cool things. I know like the simple concept is lending and borrowing, lend soul, borrow soul, but apparently we've got a lot more features coming up. That's super exciting, and hopefully it helps uplift and elevate the space as in regards to liquidity, giving you more options to pay your NFT at keep ownership and things of that nature. Similar to what like I know ABC has a traction. They have hella traction coming up. Like I said, they're one of the largest collections on our protocol, and I believe HDE talked about like being able to mint just changing the whole minting process. I believe he was talking about providing a pool, a liquidity pool, and taking for that or putting it towards. And I don't know, y'all. Look, I'm still doing research, but there's a lot of cool stuff happening. Really appreciate you guys for having us on. Was there any like last questions you guys had?
No, I think we can round it off. Thank you so much, Nepo, for coming on and teaching us about this platform. I'm definitely going to try to provide some liquidity for someone out there desperately needing it. Also, I want to give a shout out before we go to our sponsor for the night, Hyperlaunch. I know a lot of you guys know about Hyperlaunch for now, but also Sharky, have you guys, like you said you're minting within a month, right?
Right, correct.
Have you guys decided on a launch pad yet?
We have actually. We just haven't publicized yet, so I gotta keep shush on that.
All right, perfect. Anyways, otherwise we can hook you up with the best one. But check out Hyperlaunch, guys, especially have the collection coming up. And as I said for the pod, we're by the night on Spotify. I'm going to post a tweet and an announcement to that. Excited to help bring some more eyes to these wonderful space, and then Sharky can provide the liquidity for everyone. Gonna open a more chill space after this, as always, where we can just hang out and talk about other stuff in the market. But again, thank you everyone for coming on, and thank you so much, Nepa, for coming on, telling us about Sharky. Exciting stuff. All the listeners, all the speakers, I appreciate you all. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Tomorrow we're gonna have Just Ape as well. So check that
Just
out.
Ape tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.